Hi guys, my name is Helen and I'm a Research Engagement Manager based in Cambridge. So a few moments ago, we shared a video which talked about Cancer Research UK's impact. One of the areas where we've made a huge difference is actually radiotherapy. Our research played a key role in its development back in the 1920s, and they continue to look for ways to make it better and kinder for patients to this date. One of the ways our scientists in London have found to improve radiotherapy is called MRI-guided radiotherapy. Now, thanks to this new technology, clinicians are able to image the patient as they are receiving radiotherapy. You can see how much movement lungs, for example, might have when you're breathing. So doing this with MRI-guided radiotherapy means that they can ensure that we're only treating the patient when a tumor is in the right place, meaning that healthy tissue isn't affected. This means there's fewer side effects, making the treatment kinder for patients. Now, this is all possible thanks to MRI, which is a big machine that looks a little bit like a donut. It works by using magnets and radio waves to create an image of the person's body and the organs inside. It can do this from all different angles and can show us a cross-section or a bit of a slice of the body, which is really helpful for doctors. And obviously they can do this without harming the patient, which is really important. So today you are going to have a go at being radiographers. I'm going to show you some images taken with a real MRI, just like the one on screen, but don't worry, it's not going to be of patients. These are going to be pictures of fruits and or vegetables. As they are real MRI pictures, they will show up in black and white, and you'll be able to see the fruit or the vegetable inside. So it's your job to guess which fruit or vegetable we have on the picture. So let's have a little go. I'm going to ask you guys to put your answers in the comments so that we can all kind of see what we're thinking. So first up, we have this lovely picture here. So which one do you think it might be? Could it be an artichoke, cauliflower, cabbage, or Brussels sprouts? I'm going to give you a little bit of time to share your answers on the comments, to kind of talk within your families, maybe have a little debate and think about what you think might be on the screen. You can see there's quite a lot going on in that picture. You can really see a lot of detail. Well, I can reveal it is in fact a cabbage. So you can see here you've got all these lovely layers, which is kind of what you get when you have a cabbage. So let's go on to our next picture. What could it be? Okay, here it is. Here we have something a little bit different. Do we think it is a banana, a kiwi, orange, or pineapple? Again, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time so that you can send in your answers. You can see we've got a bit of an exotic round this time, lots of exotic fruits, which is good. That is, in fact, a kiwi. Well done, everyone. That is probably one of the easier ones and definitely one of my favorites to eat as well. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go on to our next one. Let's see what we have for next. Oh, this is a little bit of a different one. And I need you guys to try and figure out whether we have an apple, but which one is it? Is it A or B? Now, let's see what people are saying. I'm going to give you a few moments to come through. They always say that one apple a day keeps the doctor away. So can you find it? Can you figure out which one it is? It is, in fact, B. And A is a pear, which, as you know, they look quite similar. And you can see, even on the MRI, they look quite similar, which is nice to see. So you guys are doing amazing so far. As you can see from the few pictures we've just looked at, you can really see the structure from inside the fruit and vegetable. This is why MRI is so useful for cancer doctors. It can help them see where a cancer is, how big it is, or whether it has moved to other part of the body. But it can also help doctors measure the blood flow to cancer, which is really important to help them decide on treatment. Another thing that they can do with MRI is if you do scans at different time, they can see whether the treatment, the drug that the patient has been given is working, because they can see whether the size of the cancer has changed. So it's a really, really useful tool for our cancer doctors. So let's keep going and see if we can identify a few more fruit and veg, shall we? Let's have a look at what we've got next. Something that looks slightly different. Do we have passion fruit, pomegranate, grapes, or papaya? Another slightly exotic round. Clearly, I like my exotic fruits. This one is slightly more tricky, I think, because it's not as common, but hopefully you might guess what it is. And I can reveal that the answer is, in fact, a passion fruit. Let's have a quick look at what pomegranate looks like. If we go into the next slide, you'll be able to see that it's, again, quite a lot of small seed type things, but these are a lot more towards the middle, and this is what a pomegranate looks like on MRI. So let's go over to our next slide, and we will see which one is next. This is one of my favorite things to eat. Let's try and see, do you think it is coconut? Do you think it's mango, melon, or avocado? Again, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to try and work it out. You can see this looks quite different from the others. You've got this big dark circle in the middle, which is a really good clue as to what it is actually. So it is, in fact, the avocado. Well done, everyone. You guys are doing amazing. So let's go over to my next tip, which should help you guess the next few questions a little bit easier. So MRI works by activating the water molecule contained in your body. What it means is that the more water is in your tissue, the more it is activated, and it makes the image brighter. So if you look at an MRI picture, the white areas contain a lot of water and the dark areas are more solid. So make sure you remember this when looking at the next few pictures, because it might just help you guess what they are. So here we go. Let's have a look at the next one. Now, this is quite a bright picture, and remembering what I've just said, do you think this is a lemon, this is a tomato, a fig, or a cucumber? So once again, I'm going to give you a few minutes to have a little look and try and guess what it might be. What do you guys think this could be? It's very bright, so we know there's a lot of water in it. It is, in fact, a tomato. So let's have a look at our next picture. Another guess which one it is. So let's have a little think. This one, we have two pictures, and one of them is a plum. Again, remember here what we said about the brightness of the picture and the water content. So you've got two pictures that look really similar, but one is a little bit brighter. So which one do you think is our plum? Is it A or is it B? All this talk of fruit is making me really want to have a fruit salad. I don't know about you guys, but I could really do with it right now. It's quite warm. It'd be really nice, wouldn't it? It is, in fact, answer B. A was actually a plum. No, B is a plum. Sorry, God, I'm getting confused myself. A is a peach, B is a plum. So well done, everyone who guessed that. You guys definitely are smashing it. So on to our next slide. We should next see, this is our final image of the day. What do you think this might be? Is this a cherry? Is this rhubarb? Is it a date? Or is it a strawberry? So again, this is quite an interesting photo. You've got this black hole in the middle, so you've got a bit of empty space, and you've got quite a rough edge. So what do you think this might be? It's another one of my favorites. I don't know if that helps you guys, but I'm going to let you know anyway. So let's have a little think. Which one do you think it is? And it is strawberry, which is another one of my favorites, especially to have with cream. So well done, guys. You have been absolutely amazing. I'm so impressed by all of your answers. You've really come through with it. And you can see really how much information we can get just from this image in black and white. We can see so much about the structure. The thing with MRI is that it's not that new in technology. In fact, it was first used to image a person in 1977, which is over 40 years ago. As I mentioned earlier, though, our scientists are always trying to find new ways to improve on it and to make it better. An example of this is some research that has been going on in Cambridge. In Cambridge, our scientists have found that a way to measure the cancer's activity is to activate a special chemical with a machine called the hyperpolarizer. I'm trying saying that a few times. And they can then inject this chemical into patients before they do an MRI scan. They can then see how active the tumor is through this color map, like you can see on the picture. And this is really, really useful because this information can help them see whether or not treatment might be working. And this is currently undergoing clinical trials. This is important because it means that we can make sure patients are on the right treatment for their cancers.